Hi everyone. So I'm going to show you a quick mod when you work on this machine because it's a high voltage machine. Make sure everything's unplugged. Use all safety precaution before you operate this machine. Right, the right panel, take all of the screws and just these 3 screws here, and this panel will come off and it will give you access to this side of the machine to do this mod. So a lot of customers ask, what can I do to speed up the annealing speed? So I'm going to explain something to you very quick. This part here of the wheel is timed with this up front. And this part here, while it's depressing the switch, it is telling the heating board to heat the brass. So now there's a notch in between here. You may not notice it in a higher setting with the smaller cases, but you'll begin noticing when you're in mid-50s speed setting that as a piece of brass heats and before it drops, it goes through a cool down period for maybe half a second and a second, and then it drops. And same thing as it's going down the chute into position, it also has a somewhat of a cool down period. So there's a gap in time. And some customer have asked, well, I noticed that, and can I deactivate that? I want it to begin heating as soon as it gets down there, and and all the way up until the moment it drops. Makes sense. So that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do today. Basically, deactivating this switch and making this irrelevant, and now only this part matters where it drops the case. But there's no longer a gap between heating time, and that should save you on the lower end maybe a second or so, and also allow you to speed up the speed setting by a little bit. So okay, it's a fairly simple mod, and I'm just going to show you. So now there's 2 switches here, and you may notice that it doesn't matter if, and it's the on and off, and it doesn't matter if this wire's attached here or this one's there. They all work the same. It doesn't matter. And then it doesn't matter if they're attached to the connectors in the front or the back. Either way, you can plug it in either way as long as they're both on the same side. That's all that matters. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to look for this black wire that's coming from this device here. Okay, so we want to look for that black wire, which we can see is here, right here. Okay, all right, it's the one in the front, and I'm simply going to detach it, and we are no longer going to need this wire. We just keep it here nice and secure. Don't let it, try not to let it dangle around. And the next thing we are going to do is we are going to detach this red wire that's attached to the left side of this unit. Okay, and we're simply going to take that and plug it into where that black one used to be. And that's it, guys. Once you do that, you have successfully bypassed this activator on the left, and there's no longer a gap between annealing before and after, and that should help you speed up the machine a little bit more. Okay, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions.